What's going on, everybody? This is Matt with Hitmen Sports Talk here. Episode number 5. I got Sean and Tommy here with me.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
So, yeah, hopefully everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Got your Christmas shopping done. We're going to jump into just the new releases of the week so far. It's a pretty light week, usually is every year around Christmas. So what we got coming out Wednesday is Flawless College Football. There's not too much changes or additions to that. But it's always a solid product. Very beautiful patch cards, patch autos, and you can get some like diamond cards and stuff like that. Anything that the normal Flawless will get you just in their collegiate uniforms. So that releases Wednesday the 20th. So keep an eye out for that one. And so that's the main release for this week. So next we'll touch on our breaks for the week. I'll let Tommy start off with what's going on and whatnot.
Yeah, so today actually at 2 o'clock, if anybody's around 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be doing a giveaway stream. It's going to be from 2 to 4 p.m. And then starting tomorrow, we'll have a Donruss full case break PYT'd out in the store. That's for Wednesday. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Thursday, be back on at 9, and then we'll probably start up a new case on Friday. Definitely been a solid product so far. Definitely has some great vet outs, and hopefully we hit some nice case hits. The International and Super Bowl downtown seem to be holding value compared to the Mega and Blaster pool rates, unfortunately. So not too bad there. Definitely looking forward to some more of Donruss.
Yep. And in addition to that, we're going to have 2 more Topps Chrome Black baseball breaks. Both of those auctions will end on eBay tonight, actually, at 8 p.m., and then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Keep an eye out for that, and we'll break those live on YouTube the following morning at 11, as always. So the first case we did was pretty solid. Got a nice little Anthony Volpe rookie auto there, and nice Aaron Judge parallel out of 50. And some other nice cards came out of that. So keep an eye out for that one, guys. And the next thing we'll do is move into the football picks like we've been doing the last few weeks.
All right. Well, as of last week, I went 3-2. Tommy went 4-1, and Matt took the rear at 2-3. So Tommy had the hot picks last week at 4-1. So for the season now, I'm at 12-8, and Matt and Tommy are tied at 10-10. So let's get right into this week's. We'll start off with Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Who you got, Matt?
I'm reluctantly going to take the Steelers once again because I just won't pick against them. I'm not going to bet on them, but I will not pick against them. Hopefully, with Rudolph most likely starting, and there's a slight chance Pickett might be able to get in there, but I highly doubt it. But maybe Rudolph will bring a spark to the offense. Not really expecting that, but it is possible. So, with that reason alone, a little bit of change, at the quarterback position. Hopefully, again, like I said, I mentioned maybe Pickett will be in there, but I'm going to take the Steelers in it's going to be another close game like always if they win. If they lose, it'll be a blowout, but I'm taking the Steelers.
All right. I was back and forth on this one. Browning lost to the Steelers a few weeks back, and now he lost Jamar Chase. So I think that makes this game a little harder for him. But since that game, I think he's been on a pretty good streak. And for some reason, I feel like he's going to keep Cincinnati alive in the playoff hunt. And just for that alone, I'm going to take Cincinnati in this game. What about you, Tommy?
Yeah, I actually was feeling the same way. It was a little bit tougher of a decision than I would have liked it to be, especially Cincinnati is, they've improved. But with Jamar Chase out now, they lose their second best player. Now Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase does make it a tough situation in Pittsburgh as well. But I went with Cincinnati as well. Jake Browning has just been pretty impressive so far. And, of the 2 teams that are hurt, I'll take the Cincinnati team with the quarterback that's been a little bit more proven in the situation.
Yeah.
The next game we have is Browns at Houston. We are taking a little bit of a shot at the dark. We'll have a little bit more knowledge on the injury report later in the week with C.J. Stroud. But just overall, I'm just not picking Flacco with the Browns. Call me a sore Ravens fan, but I just can't do it. So I'm going to take C.J. Stroud. Hopefully he comes back there, and Houston has a better game to try to get on top of that division or take a little bit more control.
This was a tough one for me as well. I said a few weeks back the Browns are going to make the playoffs. A lot of people doubted what I said, but I still think they do.
It's hard to doubt.
This game, though,
Who doubted what he said?
I feel
I
I feel like I just feel like Houston's going to win this game. I mean, it really depends if Stroud plays or not. It's Tuesday, so we won't get the first practice report till tomorrow. So at this point, it's just assuming that Stroud plays. If Case Keenum plays, I think the Browns win this game.
Majorly.
So it's really up in the air, but I took Houston just for the fact that it's at home. And I figured the Browns would lose at least one out of these last 4 games. So I think this is the one that they might lose.
Yeah, so for the same reasons they just mentioned with the uncertainty of Stroud, if you look at the reports today, I would lean towards he's not playing, but I'm no neurologist or anything like that that can clear him. So, but based with the knowledge that we have right now, I'm going to go with the Browns. It's going to be a close game, but I think I don't think it's going to be. If Stroud plays, it'll be like Sean said, a different story. But with the knowledge we have now, I think the Browns will eke it out towards the end there, and January Joe will get the win.
You think Flacco's going to get another magical run?
I think so.
Baltimore knocking out of the playoffs.
That's
Magic
that's
Joe.
my prediction. Yeah, January Joe.
Joe throw. All right, so we're on the third game. It's the Colts at Atlanta. There's not much to like about Atlanta. They're 6-8. Now they're going back to Heineke for quarterback. I mean, Ritter's muff cabbage. Heineke's just a career journeyman backup quarterback. Their running game doesn't scare you. There's not much to go on there. So, I mean, you could tout the rookie, but he had, 7 or 8 carries last week for 9 yards or something like that, like 1.6 for an average. So that's not too scary. We got some hog maulers up in the middle that can eat up the middle of the line. I think Minshew continues doing what he does for at least this week, and I think the Colts win that one. Might not even be a close game.
Yeah, I also took the Colts. I mean, Atlanta just doesn't impress anyone really right now, and them being at home is just totally like a neutral site to me at this point. I can't imagine the the fan base is too excited about going to that game. So yeah, I think the Colts win this one in what I agree might not be a very close game at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna also take the Colts on this one. I mean, Desmond Ridder is muff cabbage, so I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know what else to say to him about that. That offense has looked atrocious. I mean,
well, they lost to Carolina.
That's what I was just going to say. I mean, you lose to Carolina. I mean, I know it was in Carolina in front of about 5,000 fans, so that shouldn't have really affected anything. With the weather kind of sucked, but
they've had one game plan this entire year that involved like their superstars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's quite incredible.
I don't know how.
Didn't do much.
I don't know how.
He ran it 7 or 8 times.
At this point, I don't know how Arthur Smith has a job or whatever. Still, but I mean, who knows? But yeah, not much more to say except for him taking the Colts on that one. So the next one that we're going to touch on is the Cowboys and the Dolphins. So this is in Miami. We saw what the Cowboys looked like on the road last week in Buffalo. I think we're going to see a repeat of that. I'm assuming Tyreek Hill will be back, and he'll probably get about 190 yards receiving on 12 catches and 2 touchdowns. That's my guess. Again, you never know, but I personally think that the Dolphins win this by about 10. That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't like Dallas on the road. I mean, their record shows it, 3-4 on the road, whereas 7-0 at home.
Yep.
Now they're down in Miami after an embarrassing loss in Buffalo. I agree. I think Hill comes back, and they're going to feed him a lot because he still wants to get that record. So I think Miami wins this game. I mean, Mostert, you can put him in there for at least 1 touchdown.
Yep.
At least 1 for him. And I think Hill gets 1, and I think Miami wins that game.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to add there. I think Miami definitely wins that game. Dallas just has not impressed anybody on the road.
No.
And Miami has to win that game.
Yeah.
I mean, not have to win to make the playoffs necessarily, but to continue to have this, run at the first round bye and all that kind of stuff. The next game is Ravens at 49ers. I'm going to take the Ravens. Just because I'm not going to pick against them, but the 49ers are truly horrifying. They definitely, when Purdy's playing at this level, and then you have McCaffrey as the co-pilot, it does seem pretty unstoppable. Yeah. The only thing that I'm going to hope is that defense can hold the run game intact, and Roquan, Patrick Queen have a big day. And I'm going to take the Ravens on the hope there. I can't lie about that.
No, yeah, I understand. I took the 49ers. I really don't think it'll be. I think it'll be a close game. I don't really think it'll be a blowout, but I mean, I could see it going that way. It just really depends. I mean, barring any major injuries to the 49ers during that game, I don't really think. I mean, look at the injuries the Ravens have had recently. That's also hindering them. So if it was a full team, if it was fully healthy versus fully healthy, it might be like a coin flip. But with the injury to Mitchell going out last week, he's been electric for them this year so far. I think that really hurts him a lot. So I'm going to go with the Niners in this one.
Yeah, I looked at the Niners and the Ravens. Niners, when they're up against like teams with really good winning records, they pretty much beat the shit out of them. I mean, look at Dallas, look at Philly, two really good teams
Punched
that
them
just
right in the teeth.
got completely hosed by the Niners. I don't think they'll do that to the Ravens just because I think the Ravens always have a good defense. And, I mean, outside of Peyton Manning, I can't remember the last time they got embarrassed. But I'm going to take the Niners, though. I think McCaffrey and Purdy is a much better combo than Jackson and Edwards. And just based on that, and the fact that they're at home and the Ravens are going across country, you know, sometimes those jet lag games can sometimes affect teams. But I just feel like the Niners I don't know. They're a different team when they play a good team.
Yeah.
But that's what I have to say about that.
They're just a different team than any NFL
They are.
team
Like
right
that
now.
streak
I mean,
where they lost 3 games in a row. Like
Yeah.
they
They're
shouldn't have
just-
lost that Browns game. That was given to the Browns. That was
Right.
bullshit.
But yeah, right now they're just looking. They're obviously the most complete team in the NFL.
And it's funny
Yeah.
because the defense definitely just plays this style of like bend don't break because they know
Yeah.
they're going to put up 30, 40 points. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like hey, we're going to tire you out. We're going to make you make all the effort plays in the world. We'll give you everything short, tire your guys out, and by the end of the game, you're going to have nothing left. I mean,
Shanahan's just
yeah.
he's a great coach.
Yeah.
I mean, so is Harbaugh.
Well, of course, but yeah.
Hands down.
But yeah, anyway,
That's gonna be a good one.
yeah, it definitely will.
Finally, a good Monday night game.
Be. Yep, finally. So, but yeah, so on that, we're gonna wrap this up.
I just want the Eagles.
We do have the like we mentioned earlier, we do have the giveaway stream.
Hurts
That's going to be going on in about 25 minutes from now. So if you're listening to that, we're going to upload this right away. So if you're listening to this live, hop over to Whatnot, check us out, see if you can grab some free stuff. And if you're not following us on all of our socials, like I always say every week, please do that. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, not this time.
All right,
Hopefully
guys.
Jalen Hurts is healthy next week.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up, and we will everybody have a good Christmas, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.